United 0, City 0 at Old Trafford tonight. Solid defensive performance, professional performance. You can also take that as not a very inspiring game. In terms of the positives, as I say, we've got a clean sheet. Not had too many of those this season. I thought City were average, really. I thought we were there for the taking, given our defensive frailties recently. And I was expecting a lot more from the likes of Sterling, who was pretty quiet throughout. However, I did think that City did look the more likely to score with the couple of opportunities that they created. Thought we kept De Bruyne pretty quiet, although he did have a couple of moments where I thought, you know what, we've let him in there, we've sort of given him that little bit of space. But overall, I'd say coming off the back of the result in Leipzig, I think that Ollie was a little bit more pragmatic. I thought that he went out there. I think both managers, Pep and Ollie, both went out there thinking, if we can nick something out of this game, then great. But neither team was really prepared or seemed prepared to go out and really grab the game by the scruff of the neck, as is the old saying goes. But I have to, as much as I'm Ollie in, as much as I support Ollie, and for all the good results and his really good record, let me just say before I say this next part, my critique of Ollie in this game, that's the sixth time that Ollie has faced Pep, and it was so three out of 4 derbies last season. The season before we lost 3-0 and we've drawn tonight. So that's 3 wins out of 6 for Ollie against Pep. In the grand scheme of things, what does it mean? I know people like to make a big deal out of this. It's great. It looks really good. It's positive. You know, Pep is lauded as the greatest coach in the world, in the land, in universe, in history. And Ollie has got 3 wins over Pep in 6 games. 2 clean sheets. Actually, it's 3 clean sheets on the bounce against Pep. There was the 1-0 win in the League Cup last season, the 2-0 win at Old Trafford, and the 0-0. So actually, I think we have to give Ollie a lot of credit for that. And of course, the defence tonight, as I say. But tonight, I have to ask, why did we only make 1 change? Martial came on. He's just coming back from a short-term injury. But I was thinking in that second half, I thought we played okay in the first half, even if we were a little bit too pragmatic, just like Manchester City. Why didn't Ollie make that change now? I thought, you know, Pogba wasn't... I didn't want to see Pogba play tonight. I don't want to see Pogba in a United shirt again. But the fact is, Ollie was obviously using him. But tonight, I don't think playing him benefited us in any way. I thought Fred had a really good game. But I think Donny van de Beek now must be thinking, what do I have to do to get into this lineup? Because it seemed like Ollie played him for a couple of games, and then he had a bit of an off day, and I don't think he's sold on Van de Beek, but I don't know why. Because we can all see what a great young talent he is, and all the good that he does, the way that he moves the ball, his passing, he's confident, he looks good on the ball. So I don't know why Ollie has played Pogba, who has basically, you know, on multiple occasions, you know, said that he'd love to play for another club. And now his agents come out on behalf of Pogba. Let's not kid ourselves. his agents come out and said that it's basically over for Pogba at United. So why are we playing him? Is Ollie? For me, I'm thinking, well, is Ollie thinking, well, if Paul Pogba puts in some incredible performances, then his price will go up? I don't think that happens within a month. I'm thinking Ollie has had an opportunity there to play Van de Beek and to let Pogba know, no, you don't run the show, you're not bigger than the club. So in that respect, I think Ollie is... I'm disappointed. And that, for me, to say that about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'm Ollie in. And he's my favourite player, favourite United player. Saw him score on his debut in my first game at Old Trafford in August 96. So, he means a lot to me and to the club. You can't see it, but behind me I've got he signed a Christmas card. My dad sent it away a couple of Christmases ago, and Ollie signed it. Because, he takes the time to do that kind of thing. But in terms of playing Pogba, still including him in the squad, he left him out. He left him out of the starting lineup against Leipzig. Then he's brought him on. Pogba scored. So it and then he starts him today. So it kind of nullifies the point that you're trying to make. And for me, that's a big mistake on the part of Ollie. I think it's a big mistake. I don't think he should have done it. And I think it's going to go against him in the long term, because we all remember years ago when, and Beckham, let's not compare Beckham and Pogba, because Beckham has a legacy, a different kind of legacy to Pogba. But when Beckham's star was very much on the rise, Fergie made the decision. He was playing much better than Pogba is. He was one of our best players. Fergie left him out against Leeds. I'm the manager. You are not bigger than this football club. But so that is disappointing. That's really disappointing. But today I thought a little bit pragmatic, happy with the clean sheet, happy with the points, because you can imagine had we played really expansive football today and gone toe-to-toe with City, if we'd have lost 3-0 today, can you imagine the headlines? There's already an agenda against United, and Ollie in particular, because it sells newspapers, and the more managers that we go through, it destabilises the club. We have to start a process again, and other clubs can get ahead of us. And they're already ahead of us. So I understand why Ollie did it. I kind of wish he didn't. But had we lost that game, I would have been maybe saying, I would have taken 0-0. So at the end of the day, it was a professional performance, but nothing to get too excited about. But we got a clean sheet, we got a point. We go again. We've got Sheffield United on Thursday night. A lot of midweek games coming up, and I'm a little bit concerned about this Sheffield United game, because a lot of people I think a lot of people will look at Sheffield United or a game against Fulham or whoever and think they're near the bottom of the league. That's 3 points. We'll take 3 points. It doesn't work like that. Was it 2 weeks ago? Fulham went to Leicester, hadn't won all season, and they won. They won 2-1. And they deserve that win. So we have to go there, we have to start quicker, and we have to go there with the right attitude. I don't want to hear about titles. I don't want to hear about us winning the league, because we're not going to win the league. I'm already at this point concerned about the top 4, because I think as good as we are going forward, I know we've got a clean sheet today, but we've been pretty poor defensively. So I think, Spurs are just efficient, aren't they? Spurs are efficient. They've got Son and Kane. They don't concede goals. So I think Spurs are getting in the top 4. Chelsea scoring goals for fun at the minute. So, and they look like they've sorted the defence out. I think Liverpool, of course, they're riding high at the minute, so you can't see Liverpool and Klopp missing out on the top 4. And I think Manchester City just have enough experience in there. Now, where do we fit into that? I would never write us off from making the top 4, but I think our chances are not as strong as maybe they would have been had we won today. And even if we'd won today, I would have been questioning. It wouldn't have really done anything for me, because momentum for me is winning like 8, 9, 10 games on the bounce. 4 wins on the bounce and a draw is not enough for me to believe that we can mount a challenge for the title. I'd love us to just be in the conversation. That'd be progress for me, but I don't think we're strong enough defensively. I think we're too inconsistent in terms of performance. In terms of our performances, we start games too slow, and I think that might cost us this season. But I'm not going to write us off. But at the minute, my top 4, just based on what I'm seeing at the moment, my top 4 in no particular order are Spurs, Chelsea, Liverpool and Manchester City. And I'm only saying that based on what I'm seeing at the moment. Manchester City have shored up their defence. They've shored up. Was it 6 clean sheets on the bounce for them? Spurs efficient. Chelsea not really leaking many goals, and they conceded against Leeds last week. And Liverpool, when we were all like, oh, Van Dijk, they're missing Van Dijk now. This defender's down, they're missing this player, but they just keep going. 4-0 against Wolves last week. That really convincing win against Leicester. So we'll see. We'll see where we are. But yeah, anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below and hit the subscribe button, leave a like. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all soon.